So now this is my shirt. It is all done. So this is going to be the button area. Bringing it this way. It is this side. That's my left side that the button will be. While the right side is going to be holding the button O. So now at the button O area, this is what I'm simply going to do. I don't know. You may not be able to see it clearly. So I've measured my interfacing. It is not compulsory though. If you want to, fine. So this is 1.5. I'm going to place it on this point like this and use my iron to fix it all the way. So it is 1.5, so I'm going to just press it all the way. So it will give it more should I say more texture? I don't know the English to use, but it's going to make it come out better. So that's why we do this. So I'm going to do this. So I have the other one which I'm going to be using to complete this part now. So 1.5, not that 1.5. So the one that is 1 inch, there's another way to do that. If you look at this one, you note that we didn't press any fabric, we just place it on it directly. And mind you, you start from the upper part of this piece. So I'm going to cut off the excess here now. So once I'm done with that, the next thing is going to be I'm going to fix it perfectly. So before I move to the next thing. Now, remember the line we have for the 1 inch. I've used the first 1.5 that we left for um, facing. Now, this is the 1 inch. So I'm going to simply bring this over on that 1 inch and press it. Give it a nice press all the way. That's on the 1 inch. And I'm going to give it a nice press all the way down. So once you are done, you can see I've done it all the way down. So now I'm going to take it over one more time. So this is to help us in sewing. What we are going to go ahead and sew now. So this is going to help us in doing that. So I'm going to simply put this off. So and I'm going to go ahead and press it. So I love to press mine, not to just iron. I mean, I love to iron it rather, not to just use office pin to hold it down. So you have to make sure that when folding it over, you still maintain the same line. Which what we have here is 1 1/4, so it mustn't be more than 1 1/4. So this is it. So I'm going to go ahead, place my iron on it and keep folding it over all the way down. So I can just use my office pin to secure the places that we've ironed now, so that it can stick together while I work on the other side. So I'm going to measure this, making sure it is 1 1/4. Place it here. I have to always measure so that I'll be sure I'm doing what is meant to be done. So I will still go ahead and use my pin to put it down. This is just so I'm in line with what I'm supposed to be doing. So if you can go ahead and pin this place as well. So when the ironing is done, then I'll just put it over. So that's that for this side. For the other side, I'm going to be using my stay, that is 1 inch. Let me get it. So now this is 1 inch. I've also cut it as well, 1 inch for the other side. The 1.5 inch is for the side which is going to be holding the buttonhole. The 1 inch is for the side which is going to be holding the button. So once I'm done with this now, I'm going to come to this other side. You can see why I have now. It is looking so neat. So I'm going to come to this other side, like so. And now I hope you can see this line very well. This is the 1.5, this is the 1 inch. So now in this case, I'm going to bring the 1 inch on that 1.5 line, like this. So if you like, you can just fold the excess, that's the half, together once and for all. So I'm going to be doing this like this. So, and I'm going to press it, place it on the 1.5 inch line, fold the excess, which is going to be ½ inch, over like this, and you use your iron. So I need to turn mine. So I'm going to place it like this rather, bring it this way and use my iron on it. And I'm going to do it all the way down. We'll do it together, so keep watching. So you have to always maintain the line. So this way. This way. Bring this over. So you have to maintain that line. So you can just keep doing it that way. I hope you can see it. This is the half and this is the 1 inch. So it's just the same 1.5 rather, that we measured when cutting for interfacing. So it is still the same thing we are using here. So I'm going to do it all the way down. So I'll pick the second interfacing so I can continue from where the first one stopped. So still working with that line. So I'm going to go to here. So now, once we are done with that, I'm going to go ahead and cut off the excess here. So you can always keep it. It can be useful for your next project. So I'm going to go ahead. You can cut all these fraying parts away. So once we are done now, the next thing is for me to bring this. Remember this 1 inch we mentioned earlier for button O. So I'm just going to use it as a guideline now. So meaning I'm going to bring this over here. So what I'm to have left here shouldn't be more than that 1 inch. And I'm going to place my iron on it. So you can just go ahead and keep pinning it down like we did for the other side. That's the button O side. So you use the line as a guideline. Use it as a guideline. So I'm going to change it. So this the pinning is just to secure the whole thing. That's just the reason for pinning down. So it helps you a lot. So I'm going to adjust this too. I'll bring this over to that 1 inch. If you are not sure if you can see the line, you can just measure. That's where you save yourself. So now we are done. The next thing is for me to go ahead and seal it. So now there are two ways whereby we do this. If you want, you can just omit the sewing aspect. You may not sew it. You can just go ahead and determine where your button is going to be. Sure, you understand. So it's not compulsory that you sew it. It's not compulsory. Also at this side too, it's not compulsory. The moment you fix your button hole, are you getting it? It's going to hold it together. There are lots of ready-made shirts that are made like that. So it's not compulsory that you sew. You can just go ahead, leave this like this, bend the hem. So you wait to when you finish bending the hem, you go ahead with the collar, or you can go ahead and sew. So, but for me, I'm going to sew mine. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's get to that. Now, so this is the side that we bent 1.5 in. I mean, that we use the 1.5 interfacing. So I'm going to come to this M. That's to this place now. Not M actually. I'm going to come to this side. Not to this side. This is where the opening is. We are still going to open it back. So to this side now, I'm going to sew in. You can just maintain 1/8. You can maintain 1/4. So just make sure that you have a straight line. So I'm using this now as a guideline for myself. And you can see I'm using the machine foot as a guideline. So once we are done with that, I'm going to remove the pin so we can open it up. So just remove the pin. And yeah, so this is what we have now. This is what we have. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to seal this other side too. So I'm still going to maintain a very small seam line too. So I'm just going to come in here and seal everything. Now that is that for this side. So I'm going to go ahead. Now you can see what we have. So now we are going to go ahead and do this side. So now for this side now, we are just going to go ahead. This one needs just one seam line and close the space up. So I'm going to close it up from the beginning to the end. I'm using that line as a guideline for myself. So now I'm done with the other side. So the next thing I'm going to do is to bend. So I'm going to just bend it. Remember, we use just 1 inch. So it's because the bending of the shirt is not always much. So I'm just going to look at it this one and fold it over again. So I'm going to bend it all the way. So the bending of the shirt is not something you need to add 2 inches and all that. So just one will do. And since we are working with a shirt with a straight hem, so you can just keep going. So that's that for the joining. The next thing now is to fix the collar. So we have the collar and the sleeve left. So let's get to get that. I'll see you in the next video. So I won't be doing that in this video. So watch out for the next video. Bye bye.